The Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Arizona State's offense will take the first swing of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability. Catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him.
And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Mountaineers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He lost one down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Turning it on. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Under fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They were trying to find the edge there by swinging it out to the right, but there was no room to run.
Yeah, in order for that play to work, they're going to have to get better blocking up front. Those receivers and tight ends, they've got to do a better job getting a hat-on-hat and give that running back a chance to go somewhere with the ball.
He's got it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Sun Devils racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the...
There he goes! Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the ground with the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
I I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to him on the ground. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hendricks. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them. They're right back on the football field.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Did he call bank on that one? Off the left upright and good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Hauls it in.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It's complete to the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Oh, he makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the sling.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Okay, ready? This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. 42 Spider. Back to throw, it's Castro. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. So now it's second and long. Get set. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Power football with the run. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's the handoff. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Sends it back in motion. The pull and throw off the RPO. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go to the counter. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Sun Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Castro. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Wide out trying to get it in. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
From the gun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Cuber. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Right back to the well. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 6 over Arkansas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. It's a seam wide, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the pummeling has started. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works the middle of the field. He's past the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Makes the grab. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal.
Turning it on! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He unleashes a long one. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run.
Gashes the heart of the knee. And he ran it away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. On the move at the 30. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion still leaving them with a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Incomplete pass, and the... comes up big, and they take over. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and
there he goes. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Using his legs, it's Gentry. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Military stun! Military stun!
It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking off passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finds a man on the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Six propane. Score.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Going for it all. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates the yardage on the punt. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game. Breaks into the open, and he's brought down after a nice game. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had sat the starters in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Here we go.
The running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Hope. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Now this team has consecutive